Hello, this is George, son of the guy from Pittsburgh. Sorry I'm a little late. I had to go feed the cats, and it's hot out there. And I was huffing and puffing, and somebody asked me, was I all right? So, uh, I don't know if anybody's out there or not. This may not have been the night to do this, but I'm here. Terrible thing in London. Commentary in Fox said that the Islamists are turning British Muslims against their own country. All right, I'll give this a little while and see if anybody's going to come in. Read the werewolf book, most of it. Fascinating book. Didn't believe that were that many wolf men in Michigan, Minnesota, Montana, Ohio. And by the way, I haven't had any for a long time. I think since the Super Bowl, this is non-alcoholic Beck's, in case anybody says anything. All right. Now let's see if anybody's in here. Nope. Well, I guess everybody's watching the terror news. I'm going to give this 20 minutes, and then if nobody comes on, I quit. I should have canceled, I suppose. Make it official. Oh, there are 4 people. Why aren't they in chat? I can't say much if nobody responds. Well, Kathy will be over here Thursday, and she will be helping me with cleaning. I will be paying her to do it because she needs the money. And she's going to have $1,300 toward the car now, and another $300 next month in August, and I'll find her a car. Now I haven't banned anybody. I just got here. How can I ban somebody? I literally just got out of the shower. See my wet hair? I went out and fed the cat, stopped at a liquor store, got a Snapple, a grape aid something, and non-alcoholic beer. Well, I don't know what's hopping. I don't see anybody rabbits. Anyway, I moved Kathy's bed, just about killed myself. Oh, I can see me now. Just about killed myself. The payday loans are over. So that means next month I will have money. Bill Maher should know better, but what do you expect? He's a crazed liberal. Just like Kathy Griffin. They think they can get away with murder until someone calls them on it. And then they apologize. Although Kathy Griffin said she's not going to apologize for doing what she did. So they get caught, and then they backpedal a little bit. But if a Republican had done that, the alarm bells would be going off all over the world. If a Republican had cut off Obama's head, the alarm bells would be going off all over the world. There is a double standard. I don't like Bill Maher anyway. He's a putz. And the A word. So, I've watched the show a few times, but it degenerates into garbage. So, that was when it first started, and I said, I ain't watching this crap. I have other things to do. Kathy's bed pulled every muscle in my body. It was glued together by a ratty one. The ratty one, of course, would not show up to help. And, oh, she has. Okay. Well, the last I read, she hadn't, or she wasn't going to. So, yes, definitely pray for London. Pray for Europe. Pray for all the victims of terror anywhere in the world. And how do you stop these maniacs? People are out on a Saturday night enjoying themselves, and these maniacs drive onto a bridge. Something's happening. When I was leaving in Parliament, they were showing up machine guns. I don't know how you stop this. Yes, I do. Because these guys are going to target that concert. You can bet on it. The only way she should do this concert is do what I'm doing. Go on where it's relatively safe. In a safe venue, protected. Bring all those artists and do a live video cast. Remember, the artists have to be protected too. It's not just the audience and the police who guard them. That's a prime target. It's a soft target. And they may not wait till the end of the concert. They may do it at the beginning and they may do it halfway through. But they're going to go after that concert because Ariana Grande is a symbol now. And if they can destroy her, it gives them more points with their fellow Islam maniacs. Well, I'm not going to say that, but I would be very saddened, not because I disagree with both of them politically. Ariana Grande made a comment about her fans. It was terrible, and Miley Cyrus is a flaming nutcase. But anyone who gets killed by a terrorist, I would weep for, because their lives do not deserve to be taken. They have done nothing wrong other than to exist. And what's sad is that this is a small percentage of people. That's what I asked for months. She's the daughter of some country and western singer, Billy Cyrus or something. I don't know. I don't know who the hell he is, but she's a nutcase. Yeah, well, so will Justin Bieber. So I read the list, but I don't remember any other names other than the ever popular Justin Bieber. I'm almost at the point where I might even pay good money to watch Justin Bieber. The man fascinates me. And the book, I was going to get it at Half Price Books for $2. It was a biography of Justin Bieber. I passed on it. I should have grabbed it. But mostly because I don't understand why anybody would watch him sing, but that's beside the point. These people are going to go after England and go after England and go after England because they want England to have Sharia law. Slaves were treated badly no matter what they did, unless they had their freedom. And even then, I just read a book on the Roman Empire, and former slave citizens, you looked the wrong way at legionnaires, they would beat you. My cat litter's in the new blue tub, but what happened was the delivery guy from FedEx. This guy believes in going bombs away with my packages. He took the 25-pound bag of Good Life cat food, dry, the 3 cases, I don't know if they're cases, but they're those things you get 12 cans or 36. He took that and the 2 boxes of Johnny Cat litter liners, box liners, and dropped it on top of the box holding the cat box. Well, this caused the hinge to come off, and when I installed it, the door hits the hole in the cat box and won't go through, so the cat couldn't get in and out. So I took the door off. And I called Chewy, and I said, this is the second time this guy has done this. He did it with the first cat food package. He dropped it from about 4 feet and shook the whole balcony. Yeah, you can put on a t-shirt and palm it away in my packages. But remember to quote me, George Senda or the guy from Pittsburgh. And I said, I tried to put this thing together, and the door hits the side of the right side of the hole and won't go through. The cat could not use this. So, no. No, George Norrie has not set me up with a date with his high school teacher. She'd have to be about 80. Remember, he's 60 something. That's a silly. Who came up with this crap? Sewer Gab, no doubt. I had a few emails back and forth with George on an issue, but I haven't talked to George in about a week, so. By the way, the werewolf book lady has been a guest on Coast to Coast. And I'm working on something. I've got to stop at the remaining local paper and see how much it is to do what I want to do. Yes, Sewer Gab is still around. I got an email today saying they were going to send my videos to the county. What that is, which one is it? I can't see it. Can't see anything. Hold on. Over here. What that is, it's a pimple. I get these pimples and they fester and it drives me crazy. And I may shave off this beard because I had a pimple on my nose and white stuff and it wasn't pimple stuff that was coming out. So I think it's accumulating all the oil. But these things start to itch, and that one some of them have hairs in it, and then they fester and they get infected. So I don't know what the hell to do about it. I haven't had time. Wait a minute, hold on. Sky News reported that I was going to date George Norrie's high school teacher. Come on. I have not been watching music videos. I've been watching kitten videos. And remember, I did 46 videos in the last week. I've been busy. I haven't had time to do anything. I've read the werewolf book, and I read the Bill O'Reilly Killing Japan book, and that's all. No new coffee flavors. I go through one. What the hell is that? A CD just dropped something. A couple CDs. I go through one flavor at a time. With my luck, they'd attack Martinez. The aliens would attack Martinez right while I'm doing my video cast. Culinary Horizons. I don't know what. I'll take a look at that. I did find one flavor that looked interesting. It was a white chocolate flavor, and I may try that sometimes. What is going on here? I'm falling. Hold on a minute. Well, we don't know if Squatch aren't aliens. In fact, there we go. Sasquatch may be aliens from another dimension or something. Who knows? Getting back to that werewolf, there are werewolves that are chasing cars and managing to grab them. That's how fast these things are. Favorite cast member of Mickey Mouse? Well, I got a problem. I really hated the Mickey Mouse Club. I don't like Mickey Mouse. I don't like Disneyland. I don't like Disney movies except for the ones they did in the 50s. So, I'm not a guy who watched Mickey Mouse. I watched Davy Crockett back in the 50s, and I watched Zorro and Spin and Marty. That was it, folks. I didn't watch either. I knew who they were. I saw them because I had to sit through them to get the Zorro. The original, not the remake. I didn't watch the remake at all. Yeah, well, I like Herbie. Herbie, that's a different animal. I know someone who helped build one of the Herbies for one of the Herbie movies. Old friend of mine, a stuntman, and he does special effects work. Know him from all the way back in 1972. Yeah, I ate one game in. I haven't even had time to eat. Yes, I saw The Cat in Outer Space a long time ago. Thought it was very cute, but I don't remember much about it. That was another Dean Jones film, I think. I think Safeway is too expensive. I've gone to Food Max, and but I happen to have gotten a little money extra, and I went to Safeway because it was close, and I'm just too tired. Little kitty, she shows up now. I know where she hangs out. Little gray, beautiful, all gray. I don't know, Burmese or what she is. Showed up, and she saw me before I called for the other kitties. Now the pretty one showed up, and she ran. She wouldn't get the cat food. She didn't wait around. And the tiny one, she rubbed the leaves and the steps, and she came close to me tonight. The guy that lives there, she loves him. He was petting her and everything else. So she's mad at me. The old crone from Food Max. No. I don't know that they don't eat dogs. No, Abraham Lincoln was not Jewish. That's not okay. I don't appreciate those kind of jokes, so time for you to take a timeout. Oh dear. I read a little bit about Lucille Ball recently, but it was more on how Star Trek was created and all of that. I haven't been keeping up. Like I said, I go out and walk around. I'm doing videos for 3, 4, 5 hours, and then I come home and take a shower and collapse in the bed because my feet hurt. I still manage to go to the hospital. I've still got something in my foot. UFOs are piloted by cats. No, I don't think so, because cats have the attention span worse than Kathy, except for sleeping. Cats are 5,000% for sleeping. I don't well, I take that back a little bit. I will think of what to do, and then I'll do them in order. Like all the not the unboxing videos, the abandoned videos. I already had enough idea of what I wanted to do. I just had to go out and do it. You want to recommend some topics? Sure. I didn't get to do the werewolf video I wanted to do today. I had too much other stuff going on. Yeah, well, he's talked about being Little Ricky, and I believe isn't that Belzer? I think that's Richard Belzer. Favorite color is red, always. That's why I have the Charizard. It's part of the reason, red. And Taurus is like red, or some of us do. Time travel and portals. Well, that's part I was going to mention in my werewolf video. I'm going to do that tomorrow. Our two cats are fighting. Now they do that when I launch YouTube Live. Maybe they're fighting because they see me. Fluffy's in the window. It can't be Fluffy. Maybe they're scared of Pittsburgh t-shirts. I don't know. Why are they fighting? Because, yeah, the video I'll do tomorrow goes back in time. Not I'm going back in time. The topic of the video sort of goes back in time. And I mailed Justin his book. How many cats do I take care of? Too many. Okay, my 3, except little girl has not been coming in lately. 3 terrorists dead. Okay, thank you for the breaking news. 6 victims and 3 terrorists dead so far in London attacks. What a pity it can't be 6 terrorists and no victims. How sad. Not for the terrorists. May they go straight to hell and not the 47 or 87 virgins. No, I did not kill the alien behind me. That is my alien nightlight, of which I have 2, but 1 doesn't work. By the way, I'm waiting for a new package, by the way, another book. His friends will not find me. I'm not worried about that. Going back to the cat thing, I have the three downstairs: Mama Cat, Papa Cat, and Kitten. And of course, little girl, Fuzzy and Fluffy, that's 6. Tiny one is 7. Orangey is 8. Pretty one is 9. And Gray is 10. I would have no idea. No, the alien doesn't work, and don't start with the get a job stuff. That's a vague reference to me. I'm 65, I'm retired. If you can accept that, too bad. I have too many medical ailments, whether you believe it or not, to ever go back to work. And if I did go back to work, I'd work 2 days a week. I don't want to work full-time ever. Hell, some days I can't even get up. My foot starts getting dead. I can't even walk sometime. Oh, by the way, I fell today, sort of. I walked through here, and last night, actually, I couldn't see in here because I'm having trouble seeing with these damn glasses, and I knocked over one of the bins of cat food. Okay, I accept your apology. Excuse me. It was almost empty. I thought I knew this apartment pretty well, but I just couldn't see where I was walking because I'm having trouble seeing. I have a cataract on this eye. If I close this eye, I can't even see the screen. If I close this eye, I can see the screen. I've got to call ophthalmology next week and see when they're going to call me to get the surgery done so I can see out of this eye, because I have my prescription for my glasses. Yeah, better bed would help, but they could put white gloves on and pretend to be Mickey Mouse, aliens with 3. Yes, but it's non-alcoholic beer. See? Hold on. Beck's non-alcoholic beer. I've had a rough week. I deserve a beer, even though it's non-alcoholic. Heineken's too bitter for me, so. Remember, the aliens have 3 fingers. They could put on white gloves and do the Mickey Mouse Club. See who else is here. I'm going to scroll up for a minute. Yeah, well, I don't make jokes about presidents who are being assassinated and being a Jew with a small J. I don't appreciate Jewish jokes. I think there may have been a Jew in his ancestry, but I'm not certain, and I can't look it up right now. Nobody killed Roger Moore. The man had cancer. Don't start that stuff. By the way, if you're interested, under the logo of Life magazine, they have a whole, I didn't get to look at it at Safeway, they have a whole big magazine all about Roger Moore this week on the stands. It was in Safeway. Let me get closer to the microphone. No, I do not go see the Alien movies because Kathy, I took her to the first Alien movie, and for 37 years, I've been hearing yakety yakety yak about how wonderful the Alien movies are, and how she loves Alien, and how much Prometheus sucked. And I'm ready. I wish I'd never. I love her, but I wish I'd never taken her to the first Alien movie. She's obsessed. I haven't seen any movies. I've been here. I've also been broke. Payday loans, I'm done with them. I haven't had money to go see a movie. I've had some trouble getting food some days. Well, her complaint about Prometheus is she expected Alien to be in the movie, and it was a monster to be named later. He came out in the end. I don't get Netflix. Next month, I'll get my DirecTV Now back. Yay! And I think the RoboCop I bought is the remake. I didn't see Peter Weller in that, so I made a mistake, but that's okay. I haven't seen the remake either. Yeah, new Predator movie. I kind of wonder about what does a Predator race do? All they do is kill. I don't like that. I don't like all that killings. I don't want to pay for it. And frankly, I've had Netflix and like Crackle and Hulu and YouTube Live. They all want you to pay. And most of the movies I don't want to see. Well, a lot of stuff is New World Order propaganda. Of course, it depends on whose New World Order. Well, you could have fooled me in Predator 2, where he killed cops, drug dealers. That guy killed everybody but Danny Glover. I saw that one. I've only seen parts of number 1 with Get to the Chopper with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I figured why Arnold didn't die in that movie. The Predator took too long to type the word Arnold Schwarzenegger, and that's what saved Arnold. He had to put it in his little device, and I can't send this off to the other Predators. It's taking too long. He also couldn't spell it. The female cop wasn't a bad guy. She was a good guy, or good person. Oh, sorry. I get excited. Yeah, Kathy saw that. She's got it on Blu-ray. She's got all the Alien movies on Blu-ray. And she's got Futurama, all the episodes of that. All the episodes of the X-Files. I'm tempted to be mean and get her movies she really doesn't like and say, here, I got a present for you. Now, I know they hunt. I just don't like seeing movies where everybody gets killed. I don't know who Ray is. Ray who? Predator won an Oscar? That must have been something to see. He walks on stage and everybody panics. Now I'm more confused than ever. I'm not sure you're falling in love with, Jesse. Anyway, why is that Turkey Jasmunda and Curtis the Mud King never in here? Oh, well. I keep setting him notifications of videos. I don't get an answer, so I've cut them off. By the way, can you guys hear me? Ah, I see. Oh, okay. Well, you haven't written me in weeks. Felt left out, or ignored, or unwanted, or something. I need to get a cue card and hold it up. The stream keeps buffering because I have DSL. I have the highest speed DSL there is. That's his name on a certain board, which I call SewerGab. And because it's DSL, that's as fast as it goes, and the stream buffers because it's DSL. And in a few months, I will pay the $127 I owe for Comcast and the $100 deposit, and I will switch to cable internet, and the DSL will go bye-bye. And then I'll have cable internet. And if the internet doesn't crash because this has a building with old cable wiring, then I'll be on cable internet and there won't be any more buffering. At least that's what Comcast has told me. I called up one day and asked specifics about it. That's not nice. Whoops. No insulting on here, please, by anybody. No insults. This isn't a troll. This isn't a troll video chat room. You want to troll somewhere else. You want to be nasty somewhere else. Time to get Android, son. See if the see if Covenant has a leftover Android, son. Oh, the gray aliens, of course. That's my favorite. Why do you think I got all these gray alien things? Look. I'm going a blank about his name. He does some videos that make him look really dumb. And, or a hologram. Yeah, I know they're the workers. And putting that helmet on and acting like he was a stormtrooper or whoever that character was he was referring to. I have not seen the new Star Wars movies. I know about the girl Jedi. That's all I know. No, I'm not going to sing. I went into the bank yesterday, and there was something in there. Now, I don't know. It was either the flour or somebody's perfume. I was fine before I walked in, and I started to choke and cough and gasp. And this morning I woke up coughing up stuff, and I've been fine for over a week. So my voice, yes, Guy Williams with the Best Sorrow. And even though the show was ridiculous, I still liked him in Lost in Space. No, I do not watch MKHB. I've never heard of him. Kat and I were looking at 3 really heavy set people on YouTube today. I found 2 of them by accident. Who the hell is Ray? And 2 of them are dead, but the one guy was from Hawaii. He sang, and he had a pretty good voice. It was sad. He died. Kathy said he died like at 24 or something. And a young black guy died, and he was really too overweight. And the guy Francis, I can't believe that guy gets 7 million views. He's addicted to Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew. Oh, okay. Well, you see, I never knew her name. All I see is trailers. I watch the trailers when they come out. That's the extent of my movie knowledge about these movies. I watch trailers. Superman versus Batman. I have not seen Wonder Woman. Because when you don't have the money, you don't go to the movies. I want to see Guardians of the Galaxy. I will not see Alien Covenant. I want to see Wonder Woman. I haven't seen Superman versus Batman. I don't know why they're pissed off at each other and why they went in that direction, because the comics are friends, or they used to be. Well, if I didn't have Kathy, that might not stop me. I might kiss her anyway. He's cute, you know. They have a senior price here, I think, of $3.99. And there's something else. I go to the movie for another reason. It's got air conditioning, and I can get out of the house. I came in here last night from Safeway, and it was 85 in my living room, even with all the fans on. So, I liked the first three Star Wars movies. I hated the prequel movies, and I would put a stake through the mouth of Jar Jar Binks. That has been rated. No, I did that. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to turn it off. Hold on. I apologize. May the Schwartz be with you. Yes, there are moments in Spaceballs I liked. I will not divulge the movie theaters I go to. I do not want the trolls to follow me. When Dark Helmet takes the helmet off, that was funny, and when Mel Brooks talks about merchandising, that was funny. No, I'm not going to do. I'm going to stop saying where I'm going unless I'm doing a video. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes years ago when it first came out, and I think the sequel, Son of the Killer Tomatoes or something. Oh. Well, that's nice, but let me talk about Curtis. Let me tell you privately, off the air. I have Twitter. I just I'm on Twitter. Fad Meetup. Well, I'd have to hire security for Little Chris, and all these trolls from Sewer Gab wouldn't come and attack me. But I wouldn't charge $105 like Alien Con. I'd have to hire security, and maybe I could have a George Noory type show up. I made a huge mistake. I talked about my life early on, and that got me all kinds of problems. So, yeah, well, a friend of mine says I need to see number one to understand number two. I'm still trying to figure out the tree. No, I would not hire O.J. Simpson. The man is sick. Leave him alone. Man is in bad shape. And he got railroaded into prison. He did a stupid thing, but he should have gotten better advice or something, or shouldn't have gone on his own. He should have gotten the police to handle it, or his attorney. Excuse me. Hang cuticle. It's driving me nuts. Last I heard, he was close to death. So I can't afford to hire me. How can I afford to hire OJ? I'm hiring Kathy for $20. That's the limit, you know. Unless I have the George Sendak con, and I charge you all $20 a piece, then I could hire OJ. I'd rather hire Mr. T. He's old, but I like Mr. T. I watched every minute of that trial, and I did not believe that he did it. They didn't prove it. Oh. Again, I couldn't afford Jesse, and he's off the grid. How would I get a hold of him? Sexiest villains from Star Wars. I didn't know Star Wars had any sexy villains. Excuse me. I don't think he should be in prison. I think that was a political trial. It wasn't a trial of did he do this. He went in with a gun and tried to get property back that was his. But he was prosecuted for being OJ, not for being a criminal. People in the justice system. He didn't get justice, their brand of justice, quote unquote. So let's send him to jail. Back to Predator again. The woman's obsessed. When's the wedding date, Jesse? And let me know so I can avoid that city. Don't want to do no abandoned videos in that city where predators marry you. Nothing against you, but I don't have any room for me in here. I heard that somewhere about his son Jason. Frankly, if I were to talk to O.J. Simpson, I would talk about what it was going to Galileo High School before I did. We both went to the same high school. I was there for a year. It's now Galileo School of Science and Technology. 30 victims. Oh my God. Well, let's see. Donald Trump, Bill O'Reilly, George Norrie. Are we talking about living or dead? Justin Bieber. Who else? A debate between maybe Stanton and Friedman and one of the people who thinks Roswell didn't happen. Barry Bonds. Ben Roethlisberger. Tom Brady to ask him if he really deflated the footballs. I don't know. I haven't come up with a list. Baseball fan. Went to Giants games for years. Yeah, Art Bell, thank you. I'm tired. It's been a long, tiring week. My brain is not all here, and wearing these damn glasses destroys my thought processes. O'Reilly is handsome in an old sort of way, but I want to interview him, ask him about he claims the sexual harassment didn't happen, so and there are people I wouldn't want to interview because I don't like them. Like Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton. Not that I know of. Excuse me, not coming out right. Not that I'm aware of. Kimberly Guilfoyle. Megyn Kelly is the B word as far as I'm concerned, and she's a flake. Okay, well, you have to ask permission for Skype. Don't like Megyn Kelly. She's the B word. I don't want to be complained that I use the B word. 5-letter word. Thank you, Crazy Steps. Alex Jones offered me a job. Yes, I would accept. Then I'd sit on him and take over his spot. No, that's 4 letters. Let's put it this way. It rhymes with witch. Yeah, Kimberly Guilfoyle used to be married to the crazed anti-gun liberal Gavin Newsom, Lieutenant Governor of California, who wants to take away all our ammo and our guns. Yeah, I'd take another job for. Not up to me. I prefer them breathing. But Kathy would object. I'll tell you a story today. Kathy, yes, I've heard Mr. Fidget. I didn't like Mr. Fidget. I asked Alexa for the time, and Kathy goes, "Who's that woman?" I said, it's Alexa. It's a computer device. It's not a woman. It may be computer generated. It may be a real voice. I have no idea. Well, I'm getting jealous. You're talking to a computer. I hated all that. I hated all that Mr. Fidget Spinner crap. Take Mr. Fidget and throw him in Mel's hole along with, who's that? UFO Phil. Throw him in there too. Rational? You got the wrong guy. At least not this week anyway. Parker and Elsie. Okay, yes. Parker and Elsie, all many happy returns and congratulations on your wedding. And I hope you have many happy years together. Unless now we're not certain if Parker and Elsie are man and woman and woman or two men. So nowadays, who knows? But happy returns to both of you. And may you have a long and happy life together. Yes, Mel's hole, and he claimed he sold it to the government. And what did the government do with it? I don't know. I listened to Art Bell for years. Yeah, my number one guy I want to interview was Art Bell. Who is Peter Bentley? Come up. See, I'm out of touch. I read news. Yeah, like people who've never heard of me are going to get a wedding announcement for $5. Hello, this Doobie, that guy from Pittsburgh, and I want to thank you. And the pot kettle wedding is going to happen on June 2nd. Say wah wah. Say wah wah. Why would I say wah? No, Jaws is not a real shark. Only loan sharks. Wish my little package had come. It was something for my bulletin board. Directly Berg related. I knew he mentioned Pittsburgh, but I don't think Trump knows I exist unless someone's told him about my Donald Trump videos. Gee, that sounds like an old doo-wop song. Say wah, 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 wah. So does fake news. I can see somebody, fake news, doodle-da-da, doodle-doodle-doo, fake news. And Madman Markham. Yeah, well, Art mentioned him. So, Art said he hooked up with him again after he disappeared. Yeah, well, I'd like to see where you got that rumor, because I'm not aware of it. Yes, I tried to call, and I think I got through once on one of the new versions. Yeah, well, if you believe that Islam is the religion of peace, then I will sell you the Martinez Creek Bridge because we both need a car. So, $8,000. I'll sell you the bridge. You won't own it, but I'll sell it to you. I'll give you a genuine fake news certificate of ownership. You know, Curtis, you've talked to everyone or known everyone. How much of this is true? I'm a little skeptical. Oh. I'm going to take a brief break. I'm going to shut the camera off for a minute. I will be right back. I'm not going to the restroom, but I'm going to get something else to drink. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. By the way, I put this shirt on when I took a shower. It's hot. This shirt is already soaked. Well, Nutella. Better than Nutella, I guess. No, I'd have to unplug the microphone or do a bunch of stuff. I didn't see the point of doing it. I'm still hurting from all the walking I did and lifting Kathy's monster bed, king-size bed glued together. I lifted it up from the bottom and didn't bend very much. As for global warming, we still have the biggest global warming device in the world. That's the sun. Or my bedroom. I don't know. I'm doing a video. I don't know which is more global warming. Oops. That cart I built, the wheel keeps falling off. Very annoying. Okay, let me... No, that's on the other side. I forget I'm seeing everything backwards. I can't see that. Anyway. Yeah, well, it's probably Aldous Burbank. I can't... Well, you want me to get a job with Alex Jones and then invite me to live in the White House. Well, I lived in Washington, D.C. It's hot, even though the White House has air conditioning. Wait a minute. I'm confused. Hold on. I missed something here. Please stop typing. I got to scroll back, try to figure out what the hell you're talking about. Yes, we're grateful, but remember, it can happen here. It could happen here. The father is unknown. Well, I wouldn't admit I was having sex with her. That's for sure. Oh, I see. I didn't read I'm having trouble seeing. I didn't see the word ISIS. Yeah. Well, I don't think they'll hit us with that because they got a lot of Europeans. But remember something. It depends on who they kidnap. The big guys, the big boys with all the money, they got guards. And they're already killing people in the Middle East like crazy. So Christians, children, and raping them. But going back to President Trump, I would move there temporarily. Now, he could buy me a hotel out here in Nevada, and then we could call it the Western White House, and I'd be willing to live there. He's got oh, wait a minute. God, she just died. Just did a video where I just talked about her. I can't remember her name now. Oh, Dina Merrill's former house. So, yeah, I would commit to the 8-year term, but I don't want to move to Washington, D.C. It's too hot. And in the wintertime, it snows. I want comfortable weather. Remember, I got arthritis. The cold hurts, and I got to lug all this body around to the heat. So, well, the problem with Florida is hurricanes. I don't want no hurricanes either. So, Dina Merrill's family owned Mar-a-Lago and sold it to Donald Trump. That's why he owns it now. And I remember the name Glenn Berkovitz, but I don't remember who he was. Now, Florida has, aside from orange juice, which I do drink, some of the best looking women in the world. So that would be an incentive to move to Florida if I were single and about 30 years younger. Yeah, YouTube tried to deny my video about you have just won $12.5 million. They tried to deny me monetization. They gave it back. I lived in Vegas. The big problem is, you want me to live somewhere where it's hot, I got to have a paid for, available 24 hours a day limousine and a doctor on call. And hopefully a nurse. Hello, nurse. Yeah, Trump looks better than me because he's in better shape, but he eats KFC and stuff. I don't understand that. There's a lot of fake news about Trump that he never said, never did. I get this stuff all the time. I've met blacks that are, Trump's a racist. I said, well, I've watched almost all of his speeches. I never heard he complimented blacks, he complimented Asians, he complimented Latinos, women, men, veterans, the police. The only one he went after was Hillary Clinton. That's why they hate Trump. Pour this in the beer residue. Snap on the beer, probably didn't taste very good. I would drink the nasty potion if it got rid of all the injuries and the asthma, and if it got rid of the nearsightedness, that would be a plus. Chocolate tape and... Now, wait a minute. First of all, I got an issue here. I really don't like meatloaf. It's a horrible crime against nature to take poor, defenseless hamburger and turn it into meatloaf. Chocolate cake and 2 scoops ice cream. Well, I wouldn't eat 2 scoops ice cream. I did have a Klondike candy bar on the way back from the liquor store. I wanted to try it. And guys mentioning all these guests I don't remember. Don Zenz. Sounds like a guy who paints cars for a living. But I wouldn't eat a pound of meatloaf. Yeah, wait a minute. 2 scoops? No, I'd probably have Neapolitan. Now there's a visualization. Here comes a spoon and here comes a train. Eat it, Critzy. Trump eats too much. He won't be able to have sex with Melania if he still is. Yeah, I read that too. They want to censor everybody who's not politically correct. Well, you know what? The problem with liberals is they occupy the West Coast and the East Coast, the middle of the country, the South. There ain't liberals there. They're not going to get their way. They're like little children. They're peeing in their diapers and they're whining. Oh, yeah, I saw a great picture on... I can't turn on my iPad or I'd show you. Great picture on Craigslist. Hillary blames the Dalai Lama and Mother Teresa for losing the election, and the Russians. No, Kathy Griffin should not be assassinated. Do not bring up assassination in here. All right, it's time out for you. No assassination comments about anyone. Laryngitis for liberals, yes, but not assassination. Oh, God. I found a recipe how to make my own peach iced tea, and when I get the stove cleaned up, I was frying potatoes. Yeah, well, my problem with Kathy Griffin, I thought it was Kathy Lee from the show with used to be Kathy Lee and Regis, but I don't like the way she looks either. But there's a lot of liberals that are not attractive in the entertainment field. I'm not going to say she's ugly. I've only seen one picture of her, and that was today. I don't follow liberal nutcases unless it comes on a Rush Limbaugh. And the last 2 days, he's taken yet another trip, and he had Mark Stein on, whom I like a lot. It's all a way to deflect criticism of them, comparing Nugent's comments to Griffin's antics. You don't advocate chopping off the head of any president. You don't advocate assassinating George W. Bush. It's just, whether you like his politics or not, he is the president of the United States. And it is a crime to... Kathy Griffin should be, except they'd call it free speech or performance art, she should be slapped down by the Secret Service. Because every one of these incidents incites some nutbag who thinks he wants to go climb the White House fence. Roger Stevenson, UFO expert. Well, I got a lot of UFO books. I've never heard him. McLean Stevenson, the late McLean Stevenson, I've heard of, but not Roger Stevenson. I've been reading UFO books for a long time. Yeah, well, that's the problem. Liberals think this kind of crap is funny. And they think they can get away with it until they're called on it. I did like one thing, though. New Year's Rockin' Eve, or whatever it was, fired her. Apple cider vinegar with Perrier. I put apple cider vinegar on a salad, or sometimes I drink it. It's supposed to help ulcers. I drank it a couple times. Didn't do anything for me. You know when the liberals will stop making excuses for Muslim terrorists? When liberals in the entertainment and political field start getting blown up. I personally think they're not getting attacked because they're paying protection to somebody. Maybe to ISIS, maybe to Saudi Arabia. You never see terrorists attack Kim Kardashian or Justin Bieber, do you? Or Ice-T or Snap-T or whatever the hell his name is. Snappy Tom, I don't know. Who was the one married to Kim Kardashian? I can't keep track of all these black guys have strange names. That guy, he's a jerk. But they don't attack Barbara Streisand. They don't attack any of those people. I'm grateful to the country, the president, too. And I'm not afraid to speak my mind. Not with over 1,800 videos. No, it's not Steph Curry. I can't think of his name. Yeah, well, you see, the problem is that people around the world watch liberal Hollywood movies. And if everybody boycotted the movies, these people would die on the vine. No one would go see their stuff. I watched the Comedy Network for about a week a couple of years ago when I had cable. Every comedian was anti-Trump. Anti-Bush. I suspect now it's anti-Trump. You didn't see a single conservative comedian. I don't know if there are any. Gee, I never would have guessed that, Jesse. Jesse is going to see Predator. I could have predicted that, like Karnak or Criswell or John Vague Hogue. What a fraud that guy is. I've told George, why do you have the... Conway, yes, thank you. You win a cookie. Why does George have that guy on? Lamar Odom. Doesn't he play basketball or something? Well, you see, I buy mine off Amazon, or I go to Rasputin, or when I'm in Berkeley and have the time, I go to Amoeba Records or in San Francisco and we had a car. I don't buy new. I get new from Amazon, but it's got to be something I really, really like. And I don't go to pirate sites because it is taking money from the actors and the people that produce the movie. Oh, God. Hold on, please. That was my back talking. So bear with me for a minute. Okay. No, I'm having a back spasm, not pooping. That's 2 down and 1 to go. And we're not going to Dorothy Kilgallen. Be nice. Oh, yeah, that guy. Did he ever come out of the coma? I remember him. I was at the Bunny Ranch when it was not owned by the current guy, Dennis something or other. But I did something that the women there thanked me for. I went in there actually to ask if I could have a cup of coffee because I've been awake all night and hadn't slept. And they had a bunch of kitties, stray kitties that lived there. They weren't strays. The women fed them and pet them. So I said, they gave me the coffee and they gave it to me in a mug they no longer offer and I no longer have, a plastic mug with the logo on it. So I said, I'll be back in a minute. And I went to the nearest Safeway and I got a big bag of cat food and brought it back and they thanked me a lot. And I met one lady and we talked for a while and I paid her for her time and we went to sleep. Both of us. We didn't have sex. Hollywood. No, I've been to Hollywood many times. I lived in Culver City. 3 blocks from MGM. I never got the nerve to ask to go look around, but I walked by MGM a lot before the fire that burned the lot where they filmed The Man from U.N.C.L.E. and the old brownstones. Yeah, I'm aware how long they stay, but this is about 20 years ago. I got enough trouble with overeating and being bored and eating without ever doing drugs. I don't understand people who do drugs. Ugh. Going, ugh, because it's so hot in here. How hot is it? 78. Excuse me. Yeah, there were about 12 stray kitties there, and they were very happy when I went. And it was wintertime. So. Now, we talked. She said, you're very cuddly. We kissed each other, and we both went to sleep in each other's arms. Didn't have sex, so. Of course, I was stid then. or thinner. Somewhere in here I have a picture of me from 1984. And I have a picture of me with a Pikachu at the 10-year anniversary of Pokemon. Yeah, I understand they're having a hunt for snakes down there. Well, I asked my sister about that where she stays at times, and there are no gators in her immediate area. They're away from the swamps and stuff. Gators were protected at one time, and I think that was a huge mistake. The only good thing for gators: wallets, purses, and luggage. Anything that wants to eat people and pets, get rid of it. I'm not talking about mountain lions and stuff like that. They eat because they're desperate. Because we're encroaching in their habitat. But gators are like cockroaches with scales. Yeah, if they look like Isis from Star Trek Assignment Earth, that would be nice. 1 minute it's a cat, the next minute it's a hot-looking brunette. Busty brunette, you know. Yeah, well... No. Bye. Give me warnings. I've read some of David Icke stuff. He's very strange. Yeah, we can see that. Now watch tomorrow. They'll say that Muslims were not laughing and cheering like they said at 9/11. Yeah, the new keyboard functions, except it's very odd. You have to have the dongle in the back of the machine, and if you turn the mouse off, it turns off my other mouse. And then I can't type. I will get another keyboard later on that doesn't interfere with the mouse. If I can ever get a Logitech keyboard that works. Oh, I see what you mean. I think you wanted actual aliens. They're like the Madonna in with aliens. Ugh. Yeah, you boil the peaches and then you make a roux out of it to make peach iced tea on your own. I have a big stone crock in there, but I haven't had time to go get ice. That's the one regret. I don't have an ice maker. Yeah, well, you know, there are those who claim that the Queen of England is a reptilian. Hillary Clinton is a reptilian. Barack Obama and his wife are reptilians. I don't know if they said that Bill Clinton is a reptilian, but he is a sneaky snake, isn't he? Carlo, do you need a young and busty woman or a young and busty reptilian? Or maybe they're the same because they change into a woman, you know. Remind me not to visit your bedroom, Jesse. It might be dangerous. She loves reptilians, predator. Next, she'll tell me she likes the alien. I can just see Jesse's house or apartment. There's a reptilian, a predator, a bunch of aliens, and I'll take a number. Who's going to go out with Jesse next? There's a job for you, Jesse. You can start the reptilian dating service. And then if they misbehave, you sick your predator on them. Excuse me. That whatever that stuff was in the bank really did me in. I'm still coughing on and off. Ghost? What ghost? I didn't see any ghost. At one time, Minnie Mouse was here. The ghost of Minnie Mouse Cat. Brew, when was this ghost? At what time in the video? So I can look for it. Yeah, well, that is the Free Art Bell Jolly Roger. I ever showed you guys this guy. We'll pick this up somewhere. Whoop, that's a little cat figurine. Closest thing I have to a ghost in here is my doctor skeleton. I'm not seeing that good brew as it is with these glasses the way it is. Then we have other things. Here's my... Now I can't remember if this is Yakko or Wacko from Animaniacs. I have a lot of toys. Nah. Not interested at all. Not my thing. I got movies I haven't watched yet in my house. One second. This is the straight. No, he's broken. I think I'm missing a piece. This is the strangest thing. I think the rest may be in Kathy's storage. I got this on eBay. There were 3 of them. And the weirdest, excuse me, weirdest thing I've ever seen on eBay. But I had to have it. The Chinese have strange ideas about Superman. But he fell over one day. He fell off a shelf and broke. I got to fix him. I love strawberries, cherries, peaches, nectarines, watermelon when it's ripe, and grapes. Lemons in my iced tea, and I can't tell. And pineapple's good, but it's too messy to make. Hello, Zen. Long time no see. Yeah, well, there are 3 of them. If I ever find the other 2, there's a set. And, somehow when I think of Superman, I think of Christopher Reeve or George Reeves, not Super Pig. George Norimo. Kai Pro MPK Mini MK2. Sounds more like a North Korean missile than a computer. I'm assuming the Emoji movie is going to be animated. Hold on.
Be right back.
Okay. And there's 3 more. This thing, Kathy said it scares her. And then there's Slappy the squirrel, my Slappy squirrel helicopter. And I think, no, he doesn't go down. He doesn't, but it's more toys. I love the Animaniacs. Which is one reason I say hello, nurse, a lot. I tried to listen to Bill Burns on Coast about a week ago, and it put me to sleep. George Norrie is my cure for insomnia. I turn on George, I'm asleep in half an hour. Nothing against George, but I don't know what it is. And Bill Burns is one of my favorites. I know Bill, we're friends, but I couldn't stay awake. And I didn't realize I was falling asleep till I woke up at 4 a.m. and I go, damn, I missed another program that I really wanted to listen to. So, of course, my favorite is George Knapp. Somehow I can't see Patrick Stewart. Make it so. Yeah, I've eaten enough pizza rolls. I'm kind of pizza rolled out. Now there's a thought. Get to Tino's to make the world's biggest pizza roll and send it to George Norrie. In front of Premier Radio Network. You know, they could have a whole confab out there of coast-to-coast fans with the oven baking the world's biggest pizza roll for the Guinness Book of Records. Favorite. Let's see. I can't see. Okay. French fries at Red Robin. Hot dogs, I eat too much chicken franks. I assume that's a taco. I like tacos. What is that, pancakes? I can't see what it is. I'm not sure what the other stuff is. And burritos. I got some burritos. Oh, some say George Norrie's show would be good for torturing inmates, too. Well, we don't need Heather's show. Just play UFO Phil over and over again. Or you could go and do this guy. Let me see. Well, Mr. Norrie, I want to tell you, I'm the 10-star general, and you are a thief, Mr. Norrie. You could play that guy. JC. You know, George recently had the bee story where he went to the deli and it was infested by bees. I've been tempted to call George up, and the altar producer knows my voice, but if I practiced and got the chloroseptic, that's something for the eyes. Whole bunch of kind of off gray alien heads there on the screen for people who can't see it. Pretend to be JC and see if Nori would catch it was me or not. I wish they'd let me be the secret door guy. I could be JC or somebody else. Well, Mr. Nori, you know me. I used to be on the Bounty, and I would have keel-hauled you, Mr. Nori, for some of the shows you've done. But I'm just having fun right now. Yeah, George went to get a sandwich, and the owner of the bee shop was locked inside, waving him off. And up in the rafters, the outside of the bee shop, the deli, I mean, was not the bee shop, were a whole bunch of bees or hornets or something, and they had to call an exterminator. Or one of those guys that picks the bees up with smoke and vacuums the bees so they don't get hurt and moves them somewhere. The only other problem with broadcasting Heather's show to inmates in Guantanamo Bay, they'd break out and attack the U.S. for torturing them. Yeah, George has said some great... Kathy's favorite is still do asteroids have brains? And do they veer toward the Earth? Jason the horse? The lost astrological sign, Jason the horse. Oh, somebody obsessed with pooping. I do have this guy. But I can't play him because the music will come out and they'll flag me for having music in my video. This is the plastic Christmas pooping Christmas cow. He poops candy. Kathy was not amused. Spider Falky. Yeah, I'd do a video and talk at you for 2 hours, and the criminals would, no more, we'll go to jail. He's talking politics. No more. We'll become Republicans. Just send us to jail. Actually, I'd ask for donations first, and then they could ask to go to jail. Hello, Cece. How you doing? Oh, I saw this film with Ushi Digard, the famous softcore. Although she did do porn in the 70s. Softcore and porn star. And it was a Bigfoot capturing women and going on a rampage because the women rejected it. I have it on my iPad. The picture of the cover of the DVD. This movie came out in the 70s and amused the hell out of me. Well, Brew, I'm sorry. I know George personally, and he's really not like that. He's been very nice to me and to Kathy, and he has helped people out. Well, we talked about this earlier. It's despicable. Yeah, thank you about Boop. I miss my boo-boo very much. My sweet little Boop. Just a minute. There are those who may not have seen him. Let's see if he's available. Nope, no Fluffy. I thought he was up there. Oh, I don't know if I've shown you guys this. This is earmuffs for your Maker's Mark whiskey bottle. So if the whiskey gets cold, Maker's Mark sends me weird stuff. Kat hadn't told me about she told me about the movie, but she went on for about 45 minutes, and I was ready to have Alien kill me. I just couldn't take it anymore. Be nice to the Emperor of Nye. Thou shalt not speak ill will of the Emperor, our holy Emperor of Nye. Fourth of July plans. Yes, breathing. Those are my plans for 4th of July. Well, I was making money last week. Covenant, that is. What lottery tickets? I got no lottery tickets. I heard Alien Covenant. I thought it was a Jewish movie with illegal aliens. What do I know? No, I saw the trailer, but see, that's all I get is trailers. First movie scared the hell out of me. Alien Resurrection sucked. I don't get mail at my home. It will never get to me. I get it at my mailbox, my post office box. No mail comes here. I'll have to go find the mailman or mailwoman now and ask her to open the box and give me mail. I had the post office mail lady come up one day with this huge bin, and they dumped 6 months of mostly junk mail, but there was important mail from housing and Social Security that I never got. They don't have a key to the mailbox. Guess I'm going to have to get a key. Favorite science fiction movie? Day the Earth Stood Still, followed by War of the Worlds, still not out on Blu-ray, and not Tom Snooze. Forbidden Planet. The movie I got, Colossus, the Forbin Project. One of the first computer goes insane and takes over the world. Morgan Freeman. Okay, happy birthday, Morgan, wherever you are. And the wonderful Anne Francis, who was Honey West with the ocelot who was troublesome. Bruce the ocelot. It's on my list of things on Amazon, my George Senda wish list, which is pages long. Get the complete Honey West. I can't whistle. That's what I hate about YouTube. I can't whistle or play music I'd like. I hope to find a different venue one day, like maybe Pandora. Oh, God. Guys, digging out the almanac here, folks. You know, he does some kind of a science, space, paranormal show. I saw it I was scanning on DirecTV Now and saw he has some show he does. Marilyn Monroe, sad figure. Very intelligent lady. Well, I haven't heard the account, so I can't say anything about it. What would Bigfoot do with anybody? I don't think they eat people. and you never see a clear picture of a Bigfoot. It's all like somebody puts Vaseline on the camera lens. This is my ninth, couple months ago. It's my ninth video. By the way, how come there's never any Smallfoot? You know, little short guys that are hairy. They're in the literature. We never hear about them much. I have a theory about Alien, that he flosses with barbed wire and uses battery acid as mouthwash. Heidi Klum, oh God. That's all right, I'm safe. I'll just sick Kathy and Patty on them. I'll be released immediately. The Bigfoot will run away and never come back. Tribulite umbilical cord. Oh, God. Now, it's bad enough. 30, let's see. 87, 97, 23. 40 years I've been tortured with alien movies. Now I'm going to get tortured on my video cast. There go my glasses. I hate hearing about Alien. It's nothing personal. I'm just so tired of hearing about Alien. Every time these movies come out, I get about a year of talking about Alien, how wonderful it is, and all that. And when you go marry it, Kathy, go date it. Anything. Just shut up about it. Hey, that's Bigfoot versus Predator. That's another thing. Does Bigfoot ever get athlete's foot? Have you ever thought about that? Does he ever get a thorn in his foot? Andy Griffith. Wait a minute, hold on. He wasn't a policeman, he played a policeman. Matlock, good show. Loch Ness Monster. Yeah, they actually said somebody finally saw one. It had been about 9 months. So, find out when Nessie was born and give Nessie birthday greetings. He feels unwanted now. Is there a reason why you're telling us one of these people are born, Brew? Bigfoot versus King Kong. There we go. I don't know how did that King Kong movie do? Kathy went and saw it, but I don't know if it made money or if it was bombed or if it was any good. I saw that horrible one by director Peter something a few years ago. Yeah, Predator versus Michael Myers. I liked the sequences of New York City. That was the only part I liked in the movie. Yeah, Wonder Woman has gotten rave reviews. Okay, Brew, enough with the birthday things, please. No more. Time out on the birthday things. No more. In fact, I'm going to put you in a timeout for this because it's very distracting. So, King Kong, yeah, that's the best. Somewhere in an alternate universe, Willis O'Brien did Valley of Gwangi, and somehow maybe Ray Harryhausen collaborated. Yeah, I'm not going to be impressed. I saw the one the Japanese did, and look, it was Kong in a monkey suit. And depending on which movie you saw, and they made 2 movies. One were Kong one and one were Godzilla one. Or should I say his real name, Gojira. I love Godzilla. That's one of my things I would do. Kathy wants to buy all the Pokemon in Japan. I want to go and do a video of Fukushima and go to Toho and go to Japanese baseball and have some good Kobe beef. And trilobite face in there. Yeah, well, people do weird stuff with gorillas, you know. Look at all that thing about the, what, Hiroki or Hamaki or whatever the hell his name was, the one that died. They're still talking about that. Shaws? Harambe, yeah. I keep wondering what the hell can name is Harambe. Nothing against the gorilla, but. And where was Coco to warn him, you know, don't do this or you'll die. Not Coco the clown, Coco the gorilla, yeah. Hey, now here's a movie I want to see. It has nothing to do with any of these movies. Not a one. I want to see the Art Bell story. When am I getting a haircut? When I have the money. I've been paying off payday loans at $300 a month. It's been killing me. Those are over. Kathy will be here Thursday to help me clean my apartment. I'm going to pay her $20 plus her bus fare. And she'll cut my hair. Actually, she bitches about it, but she does it. I beg her. I don't think gorillas should be in zoos, but what will you have them killed by poachers? You know. There's one animal in a zoo I want to pet and hug is giraffes. I don't want to pet any hippopotamuses, rhinoceroses, and I'd love to feed a penguin. Penguins are so cute. Okay, Jesse, have a good night. Nice talking to you. Watch out the alien doesn't bite. Bye. Who cuts Ratty Patty's hair? True Value Hardware, probably. You're leaving too? Now they're deserting me in droves, folks. Good night, Carlo. I would never hunt an elephant. They're very smart and nice animals. They've been treated terribly by man. Oh, I thought you were leaving. Sorry about that. I wonder if I can get NASA to build me a spacesuit and I can have air conditioning. Because I can't run that. I'm going to turn this on so you hear what it sounds like, but it will cool this place off, but it takes about 20 minutes to drop it 10 to 20 minutes to drop it 5 degrees. Here's my air conditioner. And I didn't have time to turn it on and seal the room up. Brew, one more and you're out. No more birthdays. No, portable air conditioner. I did a video on it. At least one. Cost me a Solius Air $400 portable air conditioner. It weighs a ton, though. It's not portable. It's not like I can strap it to my back or put it in my shorts. I have a box AC in the living room. It's a Haier H-A-E-I-R or H-E-A-R-R. It's from China and it's terrible. It's not that it doesn't cool, but the living room is so big, it's too big for it. It won't cool the living room off at all. If I had a proper shop, I could make a cover for the vent and have it go outward. But there's no wall between the kitchen and the living room, and it just can't cool that big of an area. If I ever have the money, I'll get another portable AC, but I plan to move out of here eventually and build a container house, and then I'll have central heat and air with ductless air. Never heard of it. Extreme Cheapskates. Yeah, well, you should meet a friend of mine. He's very cheap. He would be on that show, but he doesn't want to be filmed, so. I'll take a look at tonight. Actually, what I'm probably going to do, I didn't get a nap. I'm probably going to wind up taking another shower because I'm all sweaty now. And run the air conditioner in here. I've got another video I want to do later. So let this cool off for me and Fluffy. He's been sitting in the window a lot. My baby boy is getting old. All the kitties are the same age, but he's feeling his age more than the other two. Oh, I got Petromalt for Fuzzy, and I gave it to her, and I got to give some more to her tonight. She hasn't coughed up a single hairbill or thrown up, and she's been doing both. The stuff works. Family sharing Tums, dumpster divers. Oh, well, did I ever tell you the story of Glenn, my late friend of 30 years or more duration? First of all, Glenn was bigger than Harambe when he died. I last saw him sitting eating 2 Hungry Man dinners. He weighed about 600 pounds. He had multiple heart attacks and strokes. And how to put it? Well, not this big, but imagine a 5-gallon bottle of Juicy Juice. Well, Glenn used to drink the fruit punch, and his bathroom was where my bathroom was, but around the corner of his bedroom. He had to get up out of bed, walk to the door, and walk into the door of the bedroom. It was next door, and go to the bathroom. Well, instead what he did, he peed in the Juicy Juice bottle until it was full, and then he would close it off and pee in another bottle. And I've heard other people do this, and it's sick. And he had them lined up like toy soldiers all the way around the wall of his bedroom, from the behind the bed all the way under tables and all the way to the doorway. And then he started making a second line and a third line. And his 2 roommates, they weren't living in his room, but they were the co-renters of the flat they lived in North Point in San Francisco, said, "That's enough. We're not going to sit here and watch football with you. We can't stand staring at these bottles full of piss." And the bottles, when the bottles got full, they caked, and there was a crust of salt deposits and urea and God knows what else. So, by the way, that's for cat litter, not urine. I filled all the jugs. I filled the new box today. I have to change the box. So, I came over one day and I said, I can't take this either. So we went down and took them all downstairs to, to the trash cans, and we had them stacked up because the trash cans were full, and I counted 150 of them. All right, somebody doesn't get the word. Bye-bye, brew. I think this guy deliberately trolled this chat, and next time he will be banned. There's more to this story. But wait, there's more. The garbage men came by, and they were literally pissed off and pissed on because they had to pick all these bottles up, and those bottles only have a little flip-top lid. They don't screw on, so urine got all over the place. And the other thing, Glenn was a slob. Now, he moved out of that building after the guy underneath him was smoking one night, set himself on fire in the building, and the guy died. And the new place he moved into was a Salvation Army place owned by the Salvation Army, like this building. They said, you got to straighten up your act and be clean. I went and washed his clothes one day, and let's put it this way. You had more railroad tracks in his underwear than Union Pacific, and it took 3 washings to get his clothes clean. The first washing, the water was coal black, and the whites I had to use 5 gallons of Clorox to get the dirt out, not just from his underwear, but his clothes. And I just couldn't believe it. So, and I told him, I got everything clean for him. I wore gloves, and I said, I'm never doing your laundry again. And he eventually got a caregiver. Everybody gets a caregiver with me. I contacted the county today and said, look, you gave me 4 names. 2 said no, they don't want to work 18.5 hours a month for me to help me keep my place clean, and the other 2 I never heard an answer from. So, yeah, thank you for sharing, Rod. Rod, his roommate spit chew tobacco in Coke cans. Yeah, I've seen people do that. Chew tobacco. I have a young subscriber that I worry about him because he chews tobacco. We've met. He's a very nice guy. But you get jaw cancer from that crap, and tongue cancer. People have lost their whole jaws, including some baseball players. Why he would want to chew tobacco? But he's not a grasshopper. And I like him very much, but I'm worried about him. He needs to find a way to stop. And that stuff is maybe even more addictive than cigarettes. But then we knew Art Bell. I don't know if he ever did kick the habit of cigarettes or not. I heard somebody say he was in the hospital with COPD and bronchitis, and he may have still been smoking. It's just, Jackie Gleason smoked till the day he died. So did Johnny Carson. They're all addicted. It's probably the worst drug, nicotine, because it affects your brain. That's why you get addicted to cigarettes. Thank God I never smoked. And the other thing, the price of cigarettes now, $7, $8, $9 a pack. I think in New York City it's like $15 a pack now. Who would waste money on that things? I'm going to spend $15 on to buy a paranormal book or a video. At least I get some use out of it over and over again. I can always refer back to it. So, how many people are in here? I wonder. Oh, 13. How come I've got 700 subscribers and I don't have 700 people in the video room? That's always bugged me. I'm not about to share a bathtub with anybody. I got enough trouble fitting in my bathtub by myself. Unless it's the hot tub with the Hooters girls or something, you know. But don't tell Kathy. Or cheerleaders. I'll make them clean my apartment first and do my laundry. I got laundry to do. Well, I've bored everybody to death, I think. Nobody's saying a word. Well, about 2 hours. No, Kathy wouldn't mind. She keeps threatening to strangle me, hit me, or kill me. Smoked 1 cigarette at Kent in 1962. I promptly threw up. Thank you. I enjoyed doing them, except my feet hurt. By the way, for those who wondered, let's see if I can. Oh, there's the bottom of my foot, and I don't know if you can see the two spots on it, but I got glass in one and thorns in the other. I noticed Orangey today. Poor Orangey was rolling in the dirt. They do that to get rid of fleas. I got to get Orangey defleed. But Fuzzy or Fluffy or Little Girl, they roll around in the sand underneath rose bushes downstairs. They bring thorns in. Yeah, my problem with abandoned videos is I wish I had a car, because I would do them. And I've laid the law down to Kathy. When we get another car, and I'm going to help her, although I don't want to, you're not going to bitch about me doing videos. I'm going to pay for the gas. You let me do a video, and then we'll go do whatever. So if I see abandoned buildings, I'm going to say, look, this is part of my videos. I'm going to pull over. And I will be doing, next time I go to DVC on the bus, the other side of DVC Plaza, but it will be a lot shorter. Watch the show I mentioned. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Let me scroll back up and copy this so I remember. Okay, I got the note on my screen. Thanks, Cece. Have a great night. Thank you for being here. I appreciated your comments. Try doing them at night. Not in my current condition. I have a prescription for new glasses, but my eye doctor has told me she can't give me the proper eyeglasses because this eye has the cataract until I have the surgery. She said to see her in a year. I don't know if it's good or bad. I haven't arranged to get the surgery yet, but I'm having real trouble seeing out of my right eye, even with my old glasses. Somewhere in my other glasses, I managed to take surgical tape, and I taped the temple on. But she said any new glasses she gives me, I love you too, Cece. Any new glasses she gives me will not be adequate because she cannot give me a proper prescription because she can't have the machinery go into my eye and she can't see my eye. It's covered up by the cataract. So I'm very frustrated about that. I didn't want new glasses. I wanted the ones I had replaced. But I had wondered, I was having real trouble. Ooh! I closed my left eye and the print went completely blur city. That shows how bad it is. I can't see the print at all. Ghost hunting abandoned video. Yeah. How am I going to get the ghost to hunt the abandoned house? Ghost, go do the video. I'll sit here and have a Snapple while I'm waiting. If I had a car, I'd be doing a ton more videos. Believe me, it'd be much, even if I didn't have. I may still have a piece of glass in one part of my foot and another thorn. I can feel something in there. I don't know if it's the callus of the foot, it's just infected, or something's in there. But if I had a car, I'd be driving to abandoned buildings all over the place. I'll spend $20 worth of gas to do videos. I have lots of books on haunted places in the Bay Area. You'd see ghost places all over the place. I did find out the former San Francisco Press Club is they have not reported any ghosts, but there were ghosts in there. I would not drive a car right now. I'm going to get my license back, and I've got my gastroenterology appointment for my colonoscopy and my endoscopy, and I will get the ophthalmologist appointment. One of the problems you see, they say, the nurse will call you with an appointment. 2 weeks go by and you haven't been called. So I'm tired of having this happen to me over and over again, so I raise hell with patient services, or I call the chancellor's office that runs the whole medical school. And I got 2 messages on the machine, but the problem is I'm playing phone tag with these guys. They all have message machines or voicemail, and I hate voicemail. If I were Donald Trump, I'd ban voicemail. Not voicemail of people's voicemail, but I'd ban voicemail. Anybody with any authority They got to call you back in person. No more trying to chase them down and get them to call you. I've been told by a friend of mine, two friends of mine, that cataract surgery is very easy now and like it used to be back in the 70s. And you go in and you go out and it's okay. So I'm not that worried about it, though. I'm a little cringing about someone sticking a knife or a laser or whatever they do in my eyeball. Be afraid they'd slip and there go my eye. It'd turn to soup or something. And I can't see. Let me see. Look here. Okay. All right, without my glasses, am I opening my eye or not? Okay, there we go. I can see out of the left eye, but everything's blurred. And out of the right eye, right now, it's about 2 to 3 to 4 times more blurred than the other eye. And I've got astigmatism and I'm nearsighted. And she said my vision with glasses on the left eye is 20/20, but no, I don't think I did. Hello, Murdoch. I think I've read about that. Samrat Gabart recorded a little ghost girl. They just found recently. They found a little girl's body buried in the cellar of a house. They think the girl may have died during the San Francisco earthquake or a little thereafter. There was a cemetery in the area, and they moved all the bodies. They forgot about this poor little girl. They found her there in her pretty dress and with her dolly, and they reburied her and gave her a whole ceremony. So that was kind of nice. I would only drive right now for an absolute emergency. If we had a car and Kathy was having a heart attack, I would drive to call the police if I didn't have a cell phone or something. But I wouldn't trust myself driving right now. Hell, I was somewhere recently. I think I was doing a video. No, I was at the bank and had to step down 2 steps. And when I bent down, I couldn't see the steps in front of my feet. So I'm not going to be driving. Not till I get glasses and not till I get this eye fixed. Because it's like somebody puts a translucent shower curtain over my eye. By the way, anybody, let's see, what could we talk about? Anybody play online games? Because the trolls from Sewer Gab, I will not say when I drove or did not drove. I will neither confirm or deny the last time I drove. I'm tired of getting crap from them. I got an email today. The first email was insulting. I'm a liar and a thief. And the second email was how the sewer gabbers want to send my videos to the county to show the condition of my apartment. Well, I got news for people. Other than doing these live video casts, I won't be doing videos in my apartment anymore because I'm tired of them bitching about the condition of my apartment. I talked to Kathy today, and in a couple months, we're going to rent a U-Haul truck. She needs some of her stuff out of storage. And I'm going to start boxing up stuff that I don't need but want to keep. And I'm going to get a storage space in West Sacramento and then get her computer back so I can have mine back, my 2008 Mac, with the 2 gigabyte of memory, or 2 megabyte of memory, whatever the hell it is. I had to work on her computer, which is my computer. I lent it to her when she moved and buried the computer in the back of her storage space. And I'm like, boy, is this thing slow. So I will get a small storage space and put a lot of books and stuff and toys and different things away that I'm not going to use. And I don't know what to do with this thing because, I guess I could use this next year. Let's see if it still works. This is my Happy New Year glasses. Kathy and I wore those in a video a couple years ago. But there are other things I don't need. And Some things I only keep because they're cool, but they don't work anymore, like the giant rat. He used to, the wiring from China stopped working. This guy, or is it the hat? No, this guy doesn't work. The giant, he used to squeal and squeak, and he doesn't anymore. But he's still kind of cool for Halloween. I got a lot of weird stuff around here. Not that I know of. Minnie Mouse, who got run over my building, in front of my building. I cried. I had a massive sinus. That was my first sinus infection, and I went into respiratory distress from sobbing so much that my baby, I got him as a little baby kitten. He was tiny. So was Mickey. Their mama cat brought them in and nursed them back to health with antibiotics and KMR and an eyedropper. They were very sick, and Minnie got run over, and then Mickey died. I had to put Mickey to sleep. He had jaw cancer. His teeth were falling out. And Minnie used to sit in the cat tree that is now over there. It used to be over there. I used to have to separate him because Mickey was a chow hound. And when Minnie died, for about 2 years, I heard meowing in this room when there was no cat. I think Minnie finally realized it was time to go beyond. But he was, I think, trying to tell me that not to be sad. I talk to them a lot. I tell them I miss them and love them. And I tell all my kitties that are gone, I miss them and love them. That may sound weird to you, but I do. And I'm fairly convinced that when I pass on, there will be kitties somewhere. Or their spirits, at least. I believe kitties have a soul. And I love kitties and I love animals. And dogs, almost every dog in downtown Martinez comes up to me and wants to be petted. And the owner, a lot of the owners, he never does that or she never does that. And they want to be petted. They put their paws on me. They lick my hands. They sometimes go all the way up to my face and lick my face. And I said, animals like me. I'm an animal person. I've had deer come up to me. I've had birds land on my shoulder. I've had cats follow me home. Police dogs flop. Horses come up to me. Cougar come up to me. I wish the mosquitoes would stop coming up to me. I went out today and I got 3 mosquito bites just going outside. So, oh, that's cute. He's got a smiley emoji, a fox, and a bear. Well, I think they might smell my clothing, but sometimes they smell my groceries. They want the steak or whatever. And I think tomorrow I'll do that video with that pulled pork, whoever the hell made it, and I'll do a review of that. Hold on, I was going to do this review as a separate video, but I'll do this for the video. I will be right back. I bought some tonight, and you'll be the first to see me try this. I went my iPad, but I have cereal, and I'm going to go get my other drink. Hey, keyboard! Now don't you follow me. I don't want to step on you and break you. I'll scream. I don't have $21 to spare right now. I don't think it's going to taste like what it says on the package. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to show you something before I show you what I'm going to show you. Which doesn't make a lot of sense, but I'll put this down. First of all, this has been on the shelf and it's dusty, so this is my Felix the cat, Mr. Felix, and he rolls around, and I guess he's lifting weights or something, and that's cat toy. Never give it to cats. I love Felix the cat. And then this thing, no, I think that was the thing. I think this is the one that was banned. It was Burger King or something, and there was some defect. So that's where this comes from. And unfortunately, this got broke. And I'd have to find another one. But I've kept it because it's getting hard to find Animaniacs anything. And there's Yakko, Wacko, and Dot. This is a drinking cup, but I only keep it because until I can find another one, and then I'll recycle it. Okay, you've seen me drink beer. And now I'm going to drink this totally unhealthy stuff. But it's cheap and it's cold. It's Arizona Grapeade. I don't like Arizona iced tea. And I don't have any cold water because I took the cold water to the cats. All right, first time on any stage. By the way, could somebody email me how to get rid of this Inspector in Firefox? It drives me nuts. Okay, here we go. Now, one of my favorite sandwiches is corned beef, or a Reuben sandwich, or pastrami, and another sandwich is BLT, bacon, lettuce, and tomato. But I don't think this is going to taste like bacon, lettuce, and tomato. It says BLT flavored. How do you flavor this? Lay's BLT flavored potato chips. So I'm going to do this for the first time in one of my live videos. How did Philip Carey ever open those Granny Goose bags years ago? What's in the bag, Goose? So let's open this up. And I will, actually it smells musty. I got these from the liquor store. And it says limited time flavor. $1.69. The bastards raised the price. These were $1.49. July 18th. So, all right, here we go. Nice big chip, or semi-big chip. Let's see what this tastes like. I don't taste anything like bacon, lettuce, or tomato. It's tart. And it has cultured cream, skim milk, sour cream. I usually react badly to sour cream. If I'd known that, I wouldn't have bought these. Tomato powder, brown sugar, and paprika. I can taste the paprika. I'll try one more. Well, they're kind of weird. They don't taste like a little sandwich I ever ate. But now I'm hungry, so I'm going to eat two more if you don't mind. I'll do a separate video tomorrow with these. Maybe Jason Callan thinks they taste like BLT. I don't know. I have two of them, Murdoch. The other one fell over one day and doesn't work, so I got to fix that one day. You used to make good chocolate soda, and I don't know if they offer the stuff anymore. It was Hanson's Natural. And, of course, there's Yoo-Hoo, which I've drunk, and it's kind of weird, but I drank Yoo-Hoo because they used to give out baseball cards in the 80s. I used to collect baseball cards. I got rid of them. Somewhere, I think, in Kathy's store, there's a whole box with cases of baseball cards. I don't know where it is. I used to have it. It may not be in Kathy's storage, but I thought she had it. I just want to get rid of it, get them out of here, out of her storage. So, gee, 2 hours and 14 minutes, and holding. So, yeah, this other guy. Let me move out of the way so you can see it. Maybe you can see it. I took a lamp that somebody threw out, and I made a base, and I ran it through. There was a bitch to get through the plastic. Plastic is very hard, but the fixture broke. It cracked, and it won't turn on anymore. So I have to take that out or take it to a lamp shop and say, "Can you fix this?" If I can't do it. 13 watching. I don't know if that's good or bad. Why didn't more people watch my videos? Am I that boring? Or they have other things to do on a Saturday night. You know, they bitched that I do it on Sunday because it was Sunday night. They bitched that I did them on Monday because it was Monday night. And they bitch when I do them on Saturday. And what's weird is a couple hundred people, 250, 300 people after the video watch the video, but they don't come in the chat. And it's not like anybody is going to know who the hell you are unless I happen to know who the person is. Like Curtis the Mud King, and I don't know I know his real name, but I know sort of where he lives, and a couple other people, but I'm not going to out them. So, yeah, I don't think I'll waste $1.69 on those again. That was just, I noticed that flavor last week. Now it's making me crave a new word I invented. The crave. It's making me crave a BLT if I could only make one. I do have that sausage. I'm going to clean off the stove tomorrow of the oil from the potatoes, and I'll cook the sausage and do a video of me eating the sausage tomorrow. They're sitting in the refrigerator, and I'm going to wind up having to eat the whole package or put them back in the freezer or something. I don't know. Well, I think I've put everybody to sleep here. Since nobody's typing. So, I think it might be time to end this. So let me move the applications thingy. Oh, what are you going to make, Zen? What do you make for dinner? Fricasseed predator. Fried chicken. Send me some. But don't fry it with the skin on. You put all that fat in your body. I guess kids like eating the skin. I don't know. Well, happy birthday. How old is he? 987. How old's your son? Well, I once cooked chicken, 35, wow. That makes you about 97, right? I once cooked chicken with the skin and without the skin and poured off the oil, and it came to about that much in the glass Pyrex measuring cup, big heavy glass Pyrex measuring cup. So that's when I was on Weight Watchers in the 80s. That's when I stopped doing chicken skin. Even when I go to KFC, I take the skin off. I don't eat the chicken skin. I made my Cornish game end today, and I took all the skin and the fat off. Got enough fat here, don't need to add it. Watched a brief part of a video today telling the 4 reasons, and the guy went into technical mode, and I couldn't understand what the hell he was talking about. He was talking about why you shouldn't drink diet soda and it makes you keep weight on. He called it stubborn belly fat. So Wish my belly fat wasn't as stubborn. I wish it would go take a vacation. Send it to Dulce, maybe. And the Grays could probe the belly fat. Sorry, I probably have said where I'm going to move, but I'm thinking of maybe not moving where I was intending to move. I'm not going to tell anybody where I move once I move. I will meet up with Nori, and I will see if I can get a hold of somebody with Alex Jones or someone, have them build me a professional video studio. But that's what you'll see. You'll see that and maybe my library. Not sure. I got to find the right piece of land. Yeah, well, I have a George Foreman grill, and I've shown it in my video, and about a week after I got it, the damn handle broke. Was not happy, and I was too sick at the time to... in fact, I got to clean that damn thing. I haven't used it in a long time. I cooked turkey burgers on it with bell peppers and purple onions. And one thing I really used to love, I got it for $10 at Fry's, was the small George Foreman grill. But that one, the plates didn't come off, and eventually it started giving me shocks, and then it completely stopped working, and now the same grill is like $35. So that was a little small George Foreman. One I've got is huge. It was formerly used by Howard Hughes on the Spruce Goose, because it's like this long. And whatever idiot made this design, I'm not saying George Foreman, the cooking plate is one long plate. You can't take it off, except that it's on a post, and you have to take it off the post. It's got a big hole in it. It's got a tray for the grease, which is a pain in the ass. It doesn't go in there right. And then you got to take this whole damn thing. It's about this long, and you got to put it in the sink that way. It's about 3 feet long. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. I've never managed to cook in a wok. I've eaten enough Chinese restaurants. I watch them. They pour oil in there, and it gets real hot. But they're using gas. I have electric, so I can't cook a lot of things. I could cook with gas. I hate electric ranges. Uh-oh. Somebody left. Those sausages I got, I can cook them in the microwave, but they said to cook them in water or bake them, cook them on a grill. There is one thing I want to try is I have the sticks for it. I want to try making my own shish kebab because it's yummy. I've had twice now. Safeway had it on sale, and God, it's good. But the problem was, I put teriyaki sauce on it, stuck it in the oven, but then once it was gone, I was crying because it was gone. I wanted more. I have a recipe for foil wrapped shrimp with vegetables, and that looks really yummy. And there are a way to make, I have a recipe for the shrimp kebab, but I'd have to have good shrimp. Yeah, well, I don't know where you are, Zen. Maybe sometime if we ever hook up, you can show me how to. You can get an electric wok, I guess, you plug in. But I've got so many things. I've got a bread maker. I've got a rice cooker. I've got a blender. I've got a toaster. I've got my coffee grinder. I'm running out of room for stuff. And they're not conducive to put on the shelf. I got 3 shelf things underneath the kitchen counter, and they're all full, but also they have one big shelf, one little shelf, and garlic shrimp. Now, I do garlic very rarely on garlic bread. Occasionally, put it on something, but the problem with most garlic I've had, most people put so much garlic that overwhelms everything else. I don't like garlic fries for that reason. All you taste is the garlic, and it makes me cough. But maybe you could bring me a sample sometime. I'll try anything once within reason. I'm not going to eat snails or bugs or something like that. Something disgusting. I'm sure you're a good cook, though, Sam. There's a thought. Garlic Jello. You take that to the Gilroy Garlic Festival. Say you've invented garlic Jello with pickles and zucchini and cucumbers in it or something. What was the thing I saw at Safeway the other day? Oh, they had vanilla sticks. They were marked down from $25. Those damn things are expensive. And they had garlic. And I went to Ross, and normally I get preserves. There was almost nothing in the food category. I don't know if they got rid of it or they just hadn't gotten any. And they had turmeric. Yeah, I saw an ad on my. I play spades, and there was some kind of new macaroni and cheese with real cheddar in it, as opposed to vulcanized rat manure that Kraft has, or should I say Kraft Heinz. I meet Donald Trump. I said, could you please separate Heinz from Kraft so it goes back to Pittsburgh? Free Heinz. They had a Berkshire Hathaway thing, a couple of them, the annual meeting with Heinz and Kraft. Curried mac and cheese. Only once. Yeah, and then they ran away from home and they never saw them again. Curried mac and cheese chews? Oh, cheers. Told you I can't read. I stare at the screen too long. I don't know if it's my glasses or the cataract. Everything starts going double. And I found out a couple of days ago, I'm still having the floaters I did a video on. They're floating around my left eye. So I'm having more fun in my eyes. I'm waiting for the android body to come out. Put my brain in the hot, young, 20-year-old android body. Then I could tell Kathy if she wants sex with a 20-year-old android body. I'm sorry I'm not programmed to respond in that area. That'd be mean, though. Have you seen the ones Costco had progressive lenses for driving? Oh, no, they had transitions, and it was like $150 for transitions. I don't know what progressive lenses are. Are those like liberal? Are those left over from Hillary Clinton? You find them on a rally, or maybe when she passed out at the 9/11 ceremony. What are progressive lenses? I've heard the phrase, but I don't know what they are. Oh, okay. I'm trying to figure out what the hell trifocals are. Now, I went to bifocals in 1980 or thereabouts when I walked off a curb at Macy's at Greenback Lane and was it Citrus Heights? I think it's now a city or a town incorporated, and could not see the crosswalk and almost got run over. And I freaked out. I couldn't see. My eyes went literally like in seconds. And I was wearing my glasses, but my vision changed. And I went to the eye doctor and just totally freaked out. What happened to my eyes? He said, you need bifocals. And I said, what the hell are bifocals? I knew them from Benjamin Franklin, who I think invented them. And I've gotten used to not looking at the line up and down. Took me a lot of doing, though. Probably a walk was in the way of my vision. That's why. They put a little tiny picture of a walk on each eye, and that's why I had trouble seeing. Well, that's good. I just think it sucks that we have glasses at all. I keep waiting for someone like Beverly Crusher to come up with or the doctor, Robert Ricardo from Voyager, to come up with a procedure that we're not the laser surgery, but where it's actually you don't have to ever wear glasses again, and nobody has any vision problems. No macular degeneration, no glaucoma, none of that stuff. And no people that are blind. How did you train them? Use a whip and a chair, or did you threaten them with macaroni and cheese? I hate macaroni and cheese. Nothing personal. I was on welfare for 3 years. I moved out of my mother's and couldn't find a job. God knows I tried. This is back in the 70s, and I just couldn't live my mother anymore. And every month, the last week of the month, all I ate every day was macaroni and cheese, and I can't stand this stuff. Churches love to give this to you when they give you a bag of food. And I tried everything. I put mushrooms in it. That didn't work. I put tomatoes in it. Now, if you put ground beef in the damn stuff and make a casserole, that's good. But by itself, bleh. It's one of the most boring foods there is. And I never understood when I went to, not elementary school, when I went to junior high school, once a week the lunchroom would give this tray, and they'd have this giant spoon about this big, and they'd ladle on your tray this macaroni and cheese you could have used as mortar to build your patio. And it tasted about the same. I don't know what was in that stuff. It didn't look like any cheese I ever ate. I could have gotten a burrito or something. I didn't think about that. Yeah, in the summer when it gets hot, you don't feel like eating a lot of heavy stuff. I miss going and having salads, and I'll be going to Sprouts, and I'll do a video on Sprouts in Walnut Creek, and start having. Well, I buy my vegetables, Gretchen. I don't know where you'd get vegetables. No, seriously though, just kidding. I get them from the farmers market. I went to the Concord Farmers Market. They've gone all organic, and the prices are organic too. Little tiny package of cherries was $5. A huge greenhouse. Are there pods in the greenhouse? Because that's something you always have to worry about. If you see the greenhouse with pods that looks like cotton candy, stay away. I'm going to, when I get my land, I'm going to build a greenhouse. Tomatoes since late February. You know, I've tried to grow stuff here on the balcony, and the only thing that didn't burn was rosemary. Is that rosemary? Yeah. The bell peppers burned, the parsley burned, the cherry tomatoes burned, everything burned because the sun beats down on the balcony. There's nowhere to... I had my mother's 2 planters downstairs. I should empty those out. She was growing potatoes and parsley in those, but when she was alive, there's shade there. They don't burn. But she was on the third floor, no, the 4th floor, and she grew all that. And she got mad about one thing: the birds would come up and eat her vegetables. She just chased them away all the time. Made her mad. I would love to have a garden again, but if I get a garden, and if I build a greenhouse, I'm going to get one with... It was weird. I'm going to get one where I'm going to build it where it's elevated about 3 feet off the ground, so I don't have to bend over. It'll hurt my back. Okra. Never had okra. To the best of my knowledge, anyway. I think I may have had it in military school in like 1960 or something, but vague memory. They had scrapple and what was a vegetable. I can't remember after all these years, but it was horrible. Raw, baked, fried. Yes, even takes it and makes clothing for her kids out of okra and blankets. Let's see. Just kidding. Oh, another vegetable that's weird. I've tried it. Don't like it. Kathy don't like it either. Fried eggplant. But it's funny on Courage the Cowardly Dog. The eggplant. Eggplant revolt. Stupid dog. We love Courage. There's a Courage shirt somewhere. I don't know if the guy's still selling it. I don't remember if it was my size. I would love a Courage the Cowardly Dog shirt. Oh yeah, this thing is taken off the wall because the tape died. This was my old Free Art Bell sign. For those of you who are new, the Art Bell Cat Army. You harvest wild goods. Well, foods. What are wild goods? Are they things that would be like they used to call things in the old days soft goods and hard goods. Are these the goods that go out and party till late on a Saturday night, and then on the way home they're chased by a werewolf, and they have to ride their bicycles or their cars at 70 miles an hour? That was a big thing in the werewolf book. All these guys are driving at full speed because they're scared to death. And the werewolf, one guy, the werewolf caught up and jumped onto his bumper and started beating the roof. That's kind of creepy. Greens, berries, and roots. I don't know if I want to eat roots. Why would you want to eat roots? Unless you're making some kind of strange tea or something. I'd always wonder about something else. Did they actually have roots in root beer at one time? Hey, now there's a thought. I just thought of a new show for Nori. I'll have to suggest it to him, but I say I'll have to be on the show. If you do this show and sell it, I have to be on the show. Maybe the host. Paranormal Guardian. Guardian? That too. Paranormal Gardening. With George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Or George and George. Yeah, I'm George and this is George. And today on Paranormal Gardening. Why am I saying Guardian? Paranormal Gardening, we have ghost carrots and ghost rutabaga. Wild carrots. Never had wild carrots. Never even seen a wild carrot. Only thing I see growing out there in the way of food, and you don't know if they're good or dangerous, is mushrooms. Next time I do this, I'm going to have ice water. Ugh. Used to drink these a lot, but they're too sweet. I stopped drinking them, and now that I've stopped drinking them, I know why. I'm almost out of iced tea. Expert to try different shrooms. It only takes one to kill you. I have books on plants and vegetables in the living room. Yeah, $1. 99¢. They have a whole at the liquor store. They have this big cooler thing full of ice, and it's all kinds of different drinks. But there you go, 99¢. Where's this stuff made from? Shake well, refrigerate after opening. No preservatives, artificial color, artificial flavor. Manufactured for Arizona in Woodbury, New York. With the dreaded... You know, I saw ketchup. It was natural at Safeway, but the lid was off. Even though it was still covered, I was wary. They had it marked down. The cap came off. But high fructose corn syrup. This stuff is everywhere, and I wish they'd get rid of it. Yes, then takes the okra, she dries it out and makes soap out of it and sits in the water and reads books. Arnold Palmer flavor. They have big jugs of that in Safeway, but I've never tried it. I've never seen it in a can. Well, it's a little hard to stay away from it. It's in everything. I bought the barbecue sauce. It's good stuff. By the way, I bought the hickory with honey or something. Didn't like it. It tasted too much like smoke, so I'll give it to Kathy or somebody. I took one taste of it. But I looked at the ingredients in a damn bottle, and it's Sweet Bobby Ray's, and I really like the stuff, but it's got high fructose corn syrup. And then in the bottom ingredients, they got corn syrup. So you're getting double corn syrup. Maybe if you set it on fire, it will catch fire, and you have all that corn oil in it. Yeah, it's becoming more common, but I looked at Walmart's no additives, no preservatives, no high fructose corn syrup, and it was $2.50 a bottle for a bottle of ketchup. And that's the problem. They're charging you premium prices to get stuff without the stuff in it. I've had 2 of these in the last year, so this is. Let me see something. Where did I put it? Where'd it go? I lost the bottle. Well, the Snapple went somewhere. I don't think Snapple has it in there, but I'm not sure, and I don't know where the bottle went to. Whew. The bottle of Heinz ketchup I saw was marked down from, I think it was $3.99. So they get you coming or going. Bread has high fructose corn syrup in it. I didn't know that. I got the 99-cent Oven Joy bread from Safeway because I want to have toast in the morning. And I got Thomas's blueberry English muffins. Well, I used to get Sheepherder's bread and sourdough bread, but only from San Francisco. Everything else tastes like crap. Francisco bread, and I can't remember what else I would get. Used to get when I belonged to Costco. I didn't come up with it. Now they raised it to $60 a year. And people are bitching about the $5 raise. So, more greed. I miss going to Costco, though. They have some weird samples in Costco. Really strange. And for some reason, they're obsessed, at least in Concord, with goat cheese. Excuse me, I ain't eating no damn goat cheese. Oh, the Arctic bear. Looking at boxes underneath here that I haven't seen for a while. Oh, this thing. I think it's on my Mac somewhere. I know it's on my iPad. iWork 08 version. Got all kinds of stuff I gotta put away. Just floating around here. Yeah, I like cheddar. And occasionally I'll break out. My mother loved this stuff. I get Swiss, but Kathy likes Gouda and blue cheese. I can't eat blue cheese. Makes me sick to my stomach. Nor Roquefort, nor ranch dressing. But I'm set in my ways. I like cheddar, and that's it. Kraft changed their macaroni and cheese. They got rid of the coloring, so it's not orange anymore. And I wish they would do one thing. They used to have this Cheezosaurus, and they never came out with a plush. I mean, he was very cute. Wait a minute. Do I have these creatures still? Hold on. Yeah. Oh. Boy, this thing wobbly. Here's another Animaniacs thing. Not what I was looking for, but I thought I had it. I think I put it away somewhere. This was a little ice cream cart with Dot. And when the ice cream cart goes along, see if she still works or not. Yeah. A little ice cream cone comes out of it as she rides. This is very dusty. You can't see the cone very well, but the ice cream is there. Grape, I guess. Let me see what else is there. These were what I was going to wear to Alien Con. I couldn't find them. Somebody sent me these. The alien socks. So the next UFO conference I go to, I'll wear those. Then I bought a bunch of stuff for one item. And a bunch of weird stuff. This is a Nathan's hot dog. Baseball player, bendable. Kathy likes Nathan's hot dogs, which is why I kept this. Oh, I got two of these. Wow. I didn't know I had two. This one doesn't. Same Dot ice cream truck. I didn't know I had two of these. This is not a toy. Kathy keeps taking my paper clips. Got this when I had an account at Citibank. It's a paper clip holder, magnetic paper holder. I've always liked that. But I had to hide it from Kathy. Keep stealing the paper clips. How hot is it? It's so hot that I saw two cockroaches riding each other back to back. Well, it says it's 78, but it feels a lot hotter in here because there's no air circulating here. I'm dying right now. Next time I do this, I always seem to run out of time. I am, excuse me, those chips I think are making me burp. Sorry. I'm going to run the air conditioner for about an hour. It's just too damn hot in here. Wonder if that would. Well, something was in back there. What's in here? Huh, empty box. Oh, I keep it to put my toys in. When I move, I'll start putting some of these loose toys in. Get them out of the way. Well, I didn't have a lot of choice. I was living with Kathy. Before that, I was living in my Plymouth Reliant with the two cats. I was homeless, so I moved here because I was homeless. And sadly, that abandoned place has 2 bedrooms. I would love to be in a 2-bedroom apartment. I'd take all this stuff and stuff it in 1 bedroom and do my videos in the other one, and then it would be neater. Put Mr. Felix away, too. I've got a lot of Pokemon figurines too. They can be put away and put in storage. Mr. Felix. Oh, that filled this box. You could probably put some of the small things, small Pokemon here in the market for toys. But when I get my land, I'm going to build the equivalent of a 4-bedroom house. So I should have enough room. And then have a separate, build a workshop, greenhouse, and then have a separate one for storage. If I won the lotto, I'd build 2 houses. So if Nori's EMP event ever comes to happen, I would put a whole house in a giant Faraday cage and put all the equipment. I like the Bay Area. It's liberals I don't like, but also if you don't live in San Francisco or somewhere there's transportation, you have to drive all over hell. I mean, San Francisco is 30 miles from here. Excuse me. And Walnut Creek is 15 miles, and Concord is 10 miles, and Benicia is across the bridge, and Fairfield's about 25 miles, Sacramento's 60, and we go up to Livermore, and that's 35 or 40 miles for dinner to Imovilla's ribs, best ribs ever. And yeah, Mountain View, I've been there many times, and I'd go down to Apple and Cupertino, but everything you got to drive. When I was growing up, Greyhound went to Redwood City and San Jose and Marin County. I used to visit friends in Mill Valley and Los Altos Hills. And Kathy likes to go to the Great Mall in Milpitas. Wyoming. The problem at Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, South... I was talking to someone in North Dakota. They don't get floods. South Dakota does. And Montana gets snow and really cold in the winter. I don't want it to get winter, but I may wind up moving with snow. But I'll have heater. I'll have central heat and air. I'm going to build one container with a fireplace in it, which can be done. You need to stack a second one. Oh. Yeah, only problem is it costs millions to refurbish those. You got to take all the asbestos out. I've watched videos on YouTube where people have refinished those and live in them, but they spend a fortune doing it. There's there's a missile site up in Fairfield that someone bought, and they're selling it. It's $9 million. Reload kit. Yeah, your Atlas missile, right? You can go to Marin and you can watch. They have restored it. Not working missiles, but people who worked on these Nike Zeus and Nike Hercules missile sites have restored one that actual what it looked like when they were operating. And of course, we just set off missiles in practice that intercepted dummy missiles. So they're trying to make sure we don't get hit by North Korea. That nut. Yeah, but I'd like to live in the silo and the underground part. For one thing, if everything collapses, you really don't want to be in the outbuildings. And I think those silos have huge blast doors. It's going to be really hard to get you out of there. The biggest problem is how you're going to protect your air vents. Unless you have some way of disguising the air vent way off, you build a tunnel for the air vent so they can't block the air vent or come in through the air vent. There's a story in that werewolf book where these guys used to go. A military base had a silo on it, and the base was abandoned. And they would go to the silo because they would get pigeons. They were living in the silo. Well, one night, they saw a wolf-like creature, and it had wolf snout, fur, standing upright, and it was making growling noises and howling, and it scared the hell out of them. And they would take the pigeons and turn them into homing pigeons or racing pigeons. They wouldn't hurt them. So they would not close the lid of the silo because the poor bird suffocated. This is a gory story. I give you warning. So they went back during the day a few days later and saw the silo cover was closed. So they climbed down the ladder of the bottom of the silo, and all the birds had been shredded, and there was blood and bird parts and everywhere. All the poor birds had been killed by this werewolf. They never went back, and then the silo eventually was taken away by the military or the county or something. But that's a creepy story. A werewolf killed all the, and they say there were like 100 birds down there, and I feel sorry for the birds. I'm slowly buying prep stuff. Every month I buy a little bit. I don't have enough to buy everything. I've seen some kits on eBay, medical kits and things that are fairly cheap now. Some of these things are outrageous, you know, $300 for a bug out bag. Making my own bit by bit. But I really need a car to bug out. I'm not going to bug out in my cane. And I go to Walmart, Safeway, and they have the survivalist magazines and mountaineer magazines. I read those every month. One day I would have subscribed to one somewhere. Excuse me. Yeah. Here's American Survival, $29.95 or $52.95 for 2 years. I'm going to subscribe to that, and then the other one gives you a lot of tips. I have survivalist books and bug out books. Modern Pioneer, that's another one. It's on the list of things to do. Also Armchair General, which I used to buy at Barnes & Noble. All right, Gretchen, have a good night. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Have fun. If you'd told me I'd be doing this for 3 or 4 hours, I would have said you're nuts. Okay, the beer does not have high fructose corn syrup, but it's by the purity laws of Germany. Malted barley, hops, yeast, and brewing water. So, and I'll get a dime back for this or something. Take it into the... They used to carry Spot in my liquor store. They don't anymore. That's all right. I won't fine you. She says she was late due to playing with my new toy. Oh, well, you're going. This is a troll from Belgab. Bye-bye. That's Damon Lake, folks, and also known as Mr. Spock, Major Troll. Matter of fact, hold on. I can't kick him out, but he's blocked. This is the guy that first he wanted me to go to Guerneville. He wanted to interview me a couple of years ago, and he was going to pay me $200. He raised it up to $1,000. It was all BS. Then he wanted me to go to Sacramento on my dime and be interviewed. More BS. He said he worked at Lockheed. Then he said he worked at Andrews Air Force Base. And the third thing, he said he worked in Sacramento. So, more BS. Yeah, software is always fun. And also considering nobody believes in the word manuals. But that's why I have the missing manual books. And Damon, don't come in here again. The minute I see you, you're gone. You sent me insulting email, and you tried to post to my YouTube channel my videos, and I blocked you. So don't even think about it. I want an EMP pulse for MV from Sewer Gab and all the Sewer Gab trolls. Well, that's good. I'll have to, let me see where your original, if I can wade through these and find your original post. There we go. Okay. I'll have to go look tomorrow. I'm not going to do it tonight. I'll look at your Akai. Whoa, what the fuck did I do? Excuse my language. Oh my God. I don't want to hurt anybody else, just MV's computer shop and MV's house and Belgab. Unfortunately, he keeps the servers off coast. I got an email saying it was MV. Now I clicked on, tried to move that, and I got something about Firefox. Scared the hell out of me. I thought I destroyed the video. And I will never understand why these guys continue to screw with me. They just won't leave me alone. And it's like, you know, they're obsessed with the fact that I don't work. Traditionally, God, that's driving me crazy. Shouldn't pick at it, but traditionally, when you turn 65, you're retired. And if I weren't on disability and weren't getting government benefits, I wouldn't be working right now anyway. Oh, cool. What's the operating system for that? Is that Android or Microsoft or what? Yes, you cornered the okra market. 20 years. No, that's how you made your money in okra. You cornered the market in okra and made millions and quit working for a living. I don't like these so much that I'm just hungry. Ooh, that's enough. That last one did not go down well. I'll do it. Put you away. I think it's just you and me, Greta. There's 8 people watching, but you and I are the only one talking. And I'm really getting kind of overheated, so I think I'm going to end this one. I'm getting too hot. And so I think I'll end this one for the night. Last time I sat here for 4 hours in this chair, it took me 2 hours to 2 days to recover from the pain. And I have to go somewhere on Monday, and then I think I have a doctor's appointment this week, and I have to have Kathy come over and clean. I have to check the date for my doctor's appointment in San Francisco. So I think I'm going to end this. It's been fun, and yeah, Steam is. I've never used Steam to work on my Mac, but I understand it's lots of fun. Have fun. Have a great night. This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great night, everybody, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye until the next video cast. And stay cool and safe out there. Bye-bye.